The news that we have to cover today could be very concerning, and I don't exactly know what to think about it because it involves winds and waves and the next trailer slash more information. So we've been talking a lot about this recently because we've had a ton of rumors, a ton of leaks, and a ton of sources saying everything. Like literally everything, that we will and that we won't get a new trailer this year. And I broke it down, and basically we did some kind of investigation work. We did some detective work, if you will. Basically about like when we should be getting that next trailer, just based on, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And typically we do get a second trailer about 3 months after, but everything is a little bit different right now because this game, Winds and Waves, is coming out next year, 2027. So that means like everything with the promotions and the news and stuff from Game Freak and Pokemon and Nintendo, it's a little bit different this time around. And what we do know is from Legends ZA, they dropped this trailer, which was, a big reveal. Like, this was huge. And the only difference between the first ZA trailer and the first Winds and Wave trailer is that the ZA trailer had zero gameplay at all. It was quite literally just like an animated, rendered, trailer, whatever. And the first Winds and Waves trailer has gameplay. Like, we actually get to see the region, we actually get to see Pokemon, the character. So there are differences right there between the two. And that's where I get very confused because with ZA, we didn't get a second trailer for a year. We literally did not get that second trailer until the next Pokemon Day the following year, which was way too long to wait. But it was a big reveal, like it was really big. And so just because this game, Winds and Waves, is kind of in that same boat where they announced this game like way ahead of schedule, it is possible we won't get another trailer. But like I've said, we've had kind of people saying different things. And if you're gonna ask my personal opinion, I feel like we will get another trailer, or at least something related with new news about this game this year, because of the fact that we don't have anything releasing for the rest of the year as far as Pokemon video games go. And if they were to drop another game later this year, like October, November-ish, I would assume it's going to be Generation 2 or Generation 3 ports. I don't know if it's going to be the remakes, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or it's going to be Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. But we do have a leak from the internal files of Fire Red and Leaf Green that, Generation 3 games are connected to those games, so we could maybe see Gen 3 later on this year, because it's kind of like an empty time, kind of an awkward space, right? And we should be getting a new Pokemon Presents in the summertime. So what are they going to announce in that Pokemon Presents if there is no game coming out this year? Because we have all the games already: Pokopia, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Champions. Those are like the big three that they dropped this year. We have them all. So what the heck else are they going to do, Like I just said, unless they do announce a new classic game coming, or if they just give us more information about Winds and Waves. It doesn't even have to be a trailer. It literally could just be news and information, them just giving us an update saying, yo guys, we are doing this, we're working on this, we're not going to show you until this time. But with that being said, I'm done yapping about that. Let's move on to the leaks and the news and the information from our sources today. Okay, I want to start off with Ball Guy. Ball Guy has been very reputable, and I just covered this leak yesterday about a brand new Pokemon that should be in the game. So he basically posted this. There's another tweet where he calls it a new basic mon, which I'm assuming means like an early route Pokemon. But anyway, somebody responded to that and said, are we getting any Gen 10 info before the end of the year? I see one person, Billy, saying they were not getting any until next year, and then another person, Light, saying that they have sources that say we will get some Generation 10 information this year. Ball Guy said, I am not anticipating any information to be revealed for the remainder of the year at this time. Ball Guy personally is who I trust the most when it comes to Pokemon news, leaks, and updates, because he is been very reputable. I mean, if you guys have been watching the channel for like a year or so, you would know all the stuff that we've covered from Ball Guy has pretty much all came true. He's saying he's not anticipating, meaning there still is a chance we could get information, but he's also like not 100% sure on that. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, they could just give us an update on the next Pokemon Presents, like not even a trailer. It doesn't have to be anything huge. I just want transparency from Game Freak. You know what I'm saying? Game Freak, what are you doing with Generation 10? What are your plans with this game? But then right here we have, this saying from the leaker Billy, which I don't even know if I would call them a leaker, because some of the stuff they post is kind of random. It's all over the place. I just don't know what to think about that account. They could be dropping real information mixed in with, I guess, random fake information, or like jokingly, talking about other stuff. I don't know. But it's worth bringing up in this post because we have people saying different things. They said we shouldn't expect anything on Generation 10 this year. The communication would therefore be similar to that of ZA, so we should expect a trailer during Pokemon Day 2027. Man, I hope not. However, Corey is known for exaggerating. It's still possible to get information this year, or that the plans change. And I definitely agree with exactly what Champ Libre is saying, that it's possible, but it's also, you know, in reality, we might not get another trailer this year. I just can't imagine them revealing Winds and Waves, the big Generation 10 game, with how far this game is in development from the trailer. Like, why would they not just give us a second trailer this year? They're not going to lose anything. The only thing they're going to gain from that is more hype and people actually enjoying the next Pokemon Presents, rather than saying it's a flop because we have no good information. I mean, just think about it. The next Pokemon Presents, if they don't drop Gen 10 news or a new classic game or something, or just something actually worthwhile to watch this Pokemon Presents, people will be livid. People will actually be so mad. Imagine if they literally just gave us updates for Pokemon Sleep, Pokemon Home, probably nothing for ZA. I mean, who knows? Maybe they do have a second DLC planned for Legends ZA. Now, that would actually be something pretty cool, and I would be down for that. And I feel like that would make up for no Generation 10 information, but at the same time, does ZA need another DLC? I don't know. Let me know. What do you guys think? But then we do have Light88 over here saying he does have some sources who confirm that we'll get news this year. So if you read elsewhere that there won't be anything until next year, they are trolling you. So we're just playing a game of who to trust. Who is right in this situation? Like I said earlier, I trust Ball Guy the most when it comes to Pokemon news leaks and updates. I just can't imagine them not giving us something this year. I feel like Winds and Waves is like the staple game for them to really bring a lot of people back to the video games and to really grab attention. So them showing off the first trailer, like I said, not to sound like a broken record, but them showing off that first trailer with so much gameplay and so much development and like how much better it looks than any other Pokemon game in the past, you know, from the last couple of years. And the graphics will definitely look better. Like, I know people have their discussions or their hatred towards the graphics, but it will look better when the game officially comes out and we do get that next trailer. But the next trailer doesn't have to be huge. They could save the big reveals for Pokemon Day of 2027, but in the summertime when we do get that next Pokemon Presents, I mean, dude, even if we do just get, you know, that new flying fish Pokemon, like an earlier out Pokemon, even if they just literally show off nothing new, like no new Pokemon, just more gameplay, more of the graphics, kind of more of the region, I feel like that'd be cool. Like maybe even introducing the characters, quite literally just the professor, the antagonist, the protagonist, this weird looking fool behind Blastoise mysteriously standing there. Like, who is this guy? For real, let me know your craziest theory about who this character is in the background. It's gotta be somebody important. But we have had claims from Central League saying that this game is actually going to be releasing in early, like slash mid 2027. So if that's the case, why would they wait an entire year to drop the second trailer and then only give us like 2 months in between that second trailer for Pokemon Day 2027 until the game actually releases? Like, that seems like way too close of a gap for them to really push out promotional, you know, gameplay trailers and stuff for the game. So if that's the case, so if they do drop the second trailer in February of 2027, I think that the game is coming out in November of 2027. I just don't see it coming out in the middle of the year. That's just not enough promotional time for them. They need to have more trailers. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this year, if they are going to give us more news and more information, then I could totally see them dropping this game in early 2027 and breaking that chain of, you know, typical brand new generations releasing in like November-ish. If that makes sense. I really hope I'm making sense because I feel like my theories make sense. Just kind of the concept of, okay, they need to have enough trailers. Like, think about ZA. Like, sure, we did get a lot of trailers like a couple months leading up to the game, but we did have multiple before that. So that's why I'm saying, like, with Winds and Waves, they really got to get the ball rolling in a big way rather than just one trailer in 2026, one big trailer in 2027, and then like 2 or 3 random trailers in the middle, and then the game drops like right away. That just doesn't make enough sense to me personally. But as soon as more news develops with this, I will give you guys updates. So make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss all the news with this Pokemon release date of Winds and Waves. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think we should be getting some trailers this year? Because what we do know is that the game has been delayed twice. It literally was delayed from 2025 to 2026 and then from 2026 to 2027. I know you're thinking like, no, bro, what are you talking about? I believe the original Terra leak was saying that Winds and Waves like originally was going to come out in 2025 and ZA was actually apparently going to come out in 2024 or something, but everything got delayed, which is good. It means they're going to work on the game more, and because this game is coming out in 2027, that does actually give them more time to focus on the game and make it better. So I'm fine with waiting until the end of 2027. I'm totally fine with that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you are really watching this far in the video, comment down below mountain, just the word mountain. Make sure to join the Discord down in the description below. It is free to join, and Jzard and I are actually running a giveaway for Winds and Waves in the Discord server. It's free to join, completely free to join and enter the giveaway. But anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic day today. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.